What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Car Dealership Simulator. All right, this is episode 2. Glad to have you guys back. When we left off, we were just hitting representation 2. We're going to go buy a car today. We're going to hit level 3 and we're going to upgrade our shop for the first time. First, let's take a look at this email that came in where it was gone. Abandoned vehicle nearby the junkyard. During routine patrol near the scrapyard, we came across an abandoned vehicle. The car is rusty and clearly neglected, but appears to be fully operational. It's not listed as stolen in the registry. If you're interested, you can take it. Better for it to end up in your good hands than rust away on the roadside. This says the mini map as your guide. There won't be any markers on the main map or visible in the world, so follow the hints from the message carefully. Lately, we've been coming across more and more of these. Seems like someone's regularly dumping cars in the area. Let us know if you decide to pick it up. Best regards, Run Done. All right, so basically, when you go to pick up these old scrappers, you see the mini map to the right. And if I was to hit the map button, you would see that it has this is where we are. Here's the bar. Here's the shop. Here's the gas station. And then here's the junkyard. But you don't see anywhere where these cars are. The cars will appear in brown. So if I was to go to leave and go in the right direction, they will appear in the mini map. So a lot of this, you do have to follow the mini map. All right, so let's buy our car for today so we can get to level 3. We're going to do drivable and poor, see what we can get a hold of. We have $15,219 in the bank. So let's see what we can get that's pretty decent without breaking the bank. We may go with that one, 61. That's all they got now. Let's just go with drivable. Or let's go with drivable, see what they got. It's 15 of those. 67 for that one. We may be able to pick up a couple of cars. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and pick up 2 cars with the 15,000 that we got. So let's go look at, well, both of these. We have them on our wish list, so we'll go pick this one up. We'll schedule a meeting for that. And then we're going to schedule a meeting for the other one, but it's not coming up. There we go. Schedule a meeting for that one as well. So let's go out and pick up these cars. And then we'll get back to it. All right, so I hope you guys are enjoying this. Sorry I don't remember his name, but I will look it up. It's on my comments, so thank you for commenting. Forgot to write it down before I started today. He said that he loves this game. This game is awesome. This game is, in fact, awesome. 6,100. I wonder if we can talk him down to 51. He's probably going to laugh at me. I actually went to 52. 80. Let's see if we can drop him down to about 10%. Because I'm going to sell it for 29%. See if he goes for that. Yeah, when somehow the 54.25 he likes that. We'll just take it at that. All right, so as we drive across town, let me kind of tell you what my idea is for this series right now. All right, so now we're at the beginning stages. Like I said, I played the game before. This is now my new walkthrough I want to do with you guys. So a lot of things I'm now doing here. My other file is there. I've amassed $6 million over there at this point. But there are some things I have not done yet that we're going to do in this channel. So as we accumulate the money and we grow, one of the things that we will do that I have not done yet, which I do have a little bit of money to do in the other file, is trophy hunting. So yes, you can, in fact, have trophies. That's why when we upgrade, you will see that there'd be a trophy case. But it costs a lot of money to do that. And I totally forgot to bring my trailer, and I did not go and pick up that car. So we're going to leave this one here. And then I'm going to go back and pick up the trailer. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'll finish telling you this. Let me go back, pick up the trailer. Let me pick up the vehicles. And then we'll come back, and then I will finish telling you what I was saying about what we're doing with the channel and trophy hunting. So I'll be right back in just a quick second. All right, we're almost back to the shop. So you can probably see there is no car on my dolly. I'm going to tell you why that is. And as I crash into the fence, we have to look for another car now, but I'll explain that in a second. But I want to show you guys this trick. So remember, I forgot to pick up the other car. Part of that is because in my mind, I'm really used to dealing with the transporter at this point, which you just go make the deal and leave. But instead of going back over there, because I kind of forgot exactly what area it was, and it marked it on the map, kind of. Here's a trick that the devs has been so grateful to let us continue to use. If you hit your T for your tablet, if you go into your vehicles, you will see all of the cars that you own. So right now you see the UMX 600C, the one I just bought. You see the Off-Rider Canyon, which is what we're driving, in the tow dolly. If you hit the reset button, it will give you a cooldown for 2 minutes, but look what happened. The car appears here. Now, I know that this is built into the game for the sure purpose that, like, if you get somewhere, you get your truck stuck, you can't get it out, things of that nature. Yeah, you have a long walk home, but you can always reset the vehicle. But the devs has been cool enough to let us use it as kind of a retrieval machine. So you will see a lot of people that, I say machine, I mean retrieval method. As you will see, some people will use this all the time. They'll go buy certain cars and then they just have the car just appear, and that's how it's done. So I want to show you that. All right, how did I mess up the other car? I messed up the other car, and if you do this, it ruins the whole thing, and it was totally by accident. But I was making the negotiation with her, and instead of hitting 5,700, I accidentally hit 57,000. And once you do that, there is no coming back from it, because if you try to renegotiate now, they're going to be like, no. Why would I take this when there was a better deal that you just gave me? So you kind of get stuck there. So we're going to go ahead and pick up, let's see if I have one that's a little bit below model, 5,600 for that one. I think we're going to go ahead and pick this one up for 5,600 here. We'll go and pick that one up now. So let's see how far away that one is. We can walk over here. So while we do that, as I was saying, so there's other things in the file I haven't done. One is trophy hunting. It takes a lot of money because you want to get up to that gold trophy. You have to have so many of the cars and money. I think like 50,000 is the lowest that I've seen because I haven't tried it yet. Let's see what this dude. He wants 56. See if we can go with 49. He goes to 54. He's not going to drop below that, so I'll say what about 52, 5370. If I go 5,300 even, he just goes there, so we'll take it at that. So anyways, for what I've seen, I think one cat paid 50,000, but that was not for a gold one, I don't think. Basically, you have to have so many of the same car. But the trick is the car has to be in total mint condition. So you have to restore it to 100% mint condition, meaning that, you know, all the parts has to be 100%. The visuals of it has to be good. So basically you're spending money. Plus on top of that, you have to crush the car. And then while you're crushing the car, you have to pay money to get the car turned into a trophy. So it will cost millions of dollars. So once we hit the threshold of money where we can do that, I'm going to do that with you guys here on this channel. I pretty much effectively stopped playing my other file so that I can put the time in here. And it is kind of, I know this sounds kind of weird and funky, but it is kind of refreshing to start all over. Like I said, guys, I amassed the shop that you saw in my other file in less than a couple weeks time, maybe a week and a half. I was playing this game. This is how addicting it is, and this is how easy it really is to play this game. So we're going to do that. So we're going to get all the aspects of this game over here today. There has been an update, and we're going to go check that out. Basically, one of the updates they added was now if you go to the bar, there is, you can play pool there now. There's a pool table that's there. I don't know why this keeps snapping back, but you can play pool there now. So we can go and check that out. We don't have a ton of money because I heard that you can make bets there. But we'll go over there and see what we can do. Garage Monkeys is always updating this game, guys. That's why when I say it gets to a point of rinse and repeat, it really does. Where you see me do some of it, but you'll be just moving cars around, stocking cars, maybe start going for those trophies, selling all the cars you can sell. But every time we turn around, Garage Monkeys has something else up their sleeve And that's why I like this. The devs never let this game go dry. All right, so we have to wash these two cars and repair them as we normally do. We're almost done washing this one here. So I'll be back when we're done. All right, I think there's a little bit of a glitch. You guys were seeing that as I stepped it back, the hose disappeared and went back and was put away. Hasn't happened before, so maybe it'd be a little glitch. Sometimes it happens a little bit after an update happens, but that's fine. Garage Monkeys will definitely fix it. There's probably see this video and other videos around that. All right, so let's take a look and see if we have any holes in this car that we need to patch up. And it does say that we do have no holes, so we have nothing to patch up here. Let's see. Do we have any rust? I'm not really seeing any rust. So I could take a look at that report too. Let's see what it says about the body. Body works 100%. So basically, we don't have any rust work to do. So we're going to go ahead and park this one and take the next one. Now, I know we're just looking for cars to sell at this point, but let's see if it gives me the summary here. So the reason why we want to do that, here's what the summary looks like, and it gives you a breakdown of everything that you've done on the car. So it tells you the production year, the market value, and what we purchased it for. And then it gives you a detailed breakdown of all the stuff that we've done to it. And we've done nothing, right? So that's how come it says 0%. Now it is telling me battery. So what I want to try right now is something I have never tried before because I was just under the assumption that we could not replace it. If it says battery 0, I want to go in and I want to see if we can actually repair the battery. Because before it was never said that we could. I was under the impression that all we could do was just the exhaust. So let's see if we can learn something new together. If I'm able to repair the battery, I should be able to attach it. So let's see. If that's the case, we'll start repairing batteries. The battery be right back over here. And here it is. And it looks like that we can because it didn't tell me that we couldn't. And here is the ratchet. So this is why I said as soon as we can get the upgrade, you want to go and get that $6,000. Because you see that right there. Then we have to take these clamps off. And there. So let's go. And we're going to go and we're going to purchase a battery now. Because now, and then I'll show you how that does upgrade us a little bit. So we can. So we learned something new together. Played the other file, never knew that. Just thought I couldn't do that for certain times. And here we go. When we're back underneath the car, I'll show you guys where it tells you you can't do certain things yet. Because if you go to try to remove it, it'll tell you can't do that yet. So let's go and buy a couple batteries and we'll change those. All right, but back to what I was saying. So I want to do some things with you guys here in this file. I'm not playing this offline. The only time I am playing this is when I'm playing with you to shoot the content for the channel. So that's how come we'll always be in the same spot. Now, there'll be some things that I will probably deem that's boring that I will do offline. Nothing, really big that you guys are going to miss. Like, for instance, our truck is pretty dirty, so I'll go ahead and watch that offline. $300 a battery, $600. You got $3,800 left. We're in good shape because we're going to get that money back. So I want you to keep in mind that it said 0 before, and then once we install this battery, we'll scan the car again and show you that the value of our work does go up, which is kind of why I'm a little sad that we didn't have a vehicle. Well, the first one didn't have any rust. And then we'll show you the second one. It does have some rust because we get paid for that. That goes up underneath labor. And to answer a question that I did hear, I read it because there was another creator I was watching playing this game. And somebody asked, well, if you're getting paid back for the labor, does that also count for your employees as well? And the answer is yes. It doesn't matter if you're doing it or if you have employees that's doing it, you will get the money for that. All right. Our batteries went to our inventory. As you see, everything goes into inventory. The 56% battery, you want to keep these. So every part that you remove from a car, you want to keep them, because eventually we're going to get repair machines and these are going to set you up. Old brake discs, batteries, you name it. We're going to be able to repair those, and that's going to jumpstart our part collection that we're going to need to repair some of these cars. So just look around, you see a fuse box. It looks like we can do the fuses. But see right here where I go to the tire, it says workshop upgrade needed. Workshop upgrade needed. Okay. So right now we're just saying battery, not the fuses at this point. So we're just going to concentrate on the battery. So you hold tab and you go to assemble. The battery comes up right here. And now we should be able to select this battery. And there you have it. Maybe put the clamps back on and screw it. So yeah, this thing is a pain. As you can see how slow it is. You just have to put on there. You pull your mouse down once and let it go. And that's how that works. Okay, so now we have a new battery. So now when we scan this car, the value of the car goes up a little bit and we should get money for that. So now we have the battery that's 100%. The fuses are all good already. These are the things we can't touch yet. So if we look at the summary now, as you can see, it added $131 to the detail for the battery and the work. Not quite what we paid for it, right? But we're getting some back. We also get paid for washing the car. When we're able to polish, we get paid for that. And we're getting paid for the full body work. So they only gave us $178. Probably would be more if we actually had to scrub the rust off ourselves. The license plates are clean, so $160. They will do that for you at the beginning. Mileage, we'll talk about that later. We haven't got the tool for that. And then service costs. So it's saying that we paid $5,333 for the car. The estimated revenue is $5,884. So we stand to profit $551 off of this car. All right, so we'll go ahead and move this one back and we'll bring the other one in. All right, so let's scan this off the bat because it looks like that it may already be washed. All we need to do is to de-rust it. Body work, yes. Washed 98%. So we'll go ahead and get it washed so that hits 100%, and then we will deal with the rust. Some of the washing of the cars and the rust I have sped up for you guys. If it's something that you don't like, let me know. But I just figured that maybe if I was sped that up, not only will it save us time, but also you wouldn't have to sit here and watch me completely wash a car in real time as you're still seeing it. So let's wash this car, and as soon as we get done with it, I'll come back so we can move it over and de-rust it. All right, so that is washing that. Let's see if that changed anything. 1 second, because I do see there's still a little bit of soap right here. I want to kind of get that off of there. One thing I like about this game is the detail, man. It really is very detailed. If you miss something, it lets you know you miss it. It's just like washing a real car. Let's make sure we didn't miss any more soap. Okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and rescan the car now and see what it tells us. It still says 98. So I'm beginning to think that with some of these, since I pulled in, it didn't say I need to put foam. You guys saw me wash it. I think it's just meant to stay that way and we can't change it. So now we're going to move up to the front bay here and we're going to go ahead and start to get the rust off. So be back soon as we get done getting the rust off the car.
Kid, almost forgot to tell you. There's an app on your PC for paying the bills. I might be the owner, but right now you're the one taking care of things just fine. Oh, and while you're at it, don't forget about your old pal Sam, huh?
All right, as you can see, little Sam interrupted us while we were getting this rust off to let us know about bills. When we go inside, I'll show you about that because now it's time for us to start paying some bills, the little money that we do have. And of course, Sam said, don't forget about old Sam because he wants a piece of the pie too. So everybody's hands in the pocket. All right, so let's finish up this rust and then we'll head in, we'll look at the bills and get these cars sold. All right, so we just got painting left. And then we'll be ready to move on from this car. What you're seeing here, by the way, is you just see me pull the flashlight out. But also, if you hit X on your keyboard, it will light the car up like this so you can see where you need to paint whatever you need to do. This comes really in handy in the nighttime like it is now because it lights everything up. So I just want to let you guys know what you were seeing there. All right, let's finish painting the car. Then it'll be time to move on. All right, the car is all nice and done. It was very rusty. What we're going to do now is we're going to go in real quick, show you guys about the bills. It's already 3:11 in the morning, and then we're going to, let's just go ahead and go to sleep now. Then we'll get up in the morning, finish up the car, pay the bills, get them out there to be sold, and go from there. So let's go on to the next day. All right, so we're in day 4 of game. It is important that we do sleep because it does rejuvenate the cars and everything else of that nature. So I think first I want to go ahead, let's get this car up, then we can price them and put them out. And while I show you guys about the bills, people could be coming in to buy the car. Let's take a scan to see if we have anything we need to replace, like the battery. Battery's at 71. We bought one. We'll go ahead and replace that. So let's go up underneath, and I forgot to look to see if we had any holes. If you've already scanned the car when you're underneath the car, hit the letter Z, and it'll bring this up. We have no holes, so we're just going to be here to replace the battery. Slide in our new battery. That gives us 2 batteries now that we have when we are able to repair the parts ourselves. So we're 2 batteries ahead of the game for parts. That's it. You can see it says the value of the UMC just went up. If we take another, actually just hit this and push R because it updates. Again, you see $86 for the battery. We had to do body work, so we got $853 for all the body work we just did. So you can see how much this car went up. Spent $54.25 on it. Revenue is $67.86, so we should have a $1,300 profit just on this car. So let's get this one moved, and then we'll go ahead and get them priced and get people in here to buy them. First, as always, we got to make sure we take our photos. That is a must. One thing I like about this too is, yes, it does keep the photos separated, so you could take these photos here, and I'm going to go and take the photos of the next car. And when I go to price them, you will see they'll all be separated. Want to also make sure that counter hits 7, so you get the maximum bonus for your photos. And let's go ahead and price them. So while I do that, guys, I'd like to ask you guys, leave in the comments below. You liking the game? You liking the series? Is there something that you would play? All I can tell you about the devs, dude, is, you know, this is the second one of their games I've played. They had a gas station simulator. Played that. It was awesome. They have another game coming out. I think it's called Police Sheriff or Police Simulator, actually. So the police station that you see when we roll by, that police station is actually going to be a game, and it's going to be right here in this town. Excuse my voice, I don't know what's going on, but it's going to be right here in this town. And we're going to be able to go and interact with it and everything else. So I can't wait to do that. I do plan on bringing that to the channel as well. I think I just heard that it's coming out April the 6th, but we should be getting a demo of that relatively soon. So when the demo comes out, we'll be bringing that over to the channel for sure. All right, so now they're both priced, both set to non-negotiable. Let's go ahead and flip the sign. Where people come in. All right, so for bills, we go here, we go to the bank tab and bills and payments. Right now it says that we owe $62 in bills. We'll go ahead and pay that so they don't accumulate. We have enough money in which to do that. So now bills is paid. I forgot to look through that. I wonder if it keeps the history, because I wanted to show you that little Sam does get his cut. There he goes right here, Sam's cut. So we had to pay Sam $27. As we get bigger, that will go up, and so will the bills, as long as little Sam owns it. So all right, we have 2 cars here. We got people that should start flowing in. So soon as we get the first person to buy one of these cars, I keep saying the first offer, there really is no offer because we're selling non-negotiable. We should hit level 3 and have enough money to upgrade. So as soon as we get the first buyer, be right back. All right, so about 2 hours in the game time, we get our first guy here. He's gonna take this one off of us for $91.67. We made a $30,742 profit on that. We just hit level 3.
We're on the right path, kid. But I think it's time to step up our game. Check the PC for some upgrades we can make to the business.
All right, so as soon as we sell this second car, we will indeed be moving on to the upgrades. All right, and now we have the second customer that's gonna buy our vehicle here. $7,935. We make $2,602 profit. Back up to $20,902. All right, so let's go and get this upgrade. If you guys are hearing music in the background, it is there because it cannot be copyright or have a copyright strike, I should say, by YouTube, because I own it. So the album that you're hearing and the music you're hearing, I wrote and produced. Only thing I didn't do was sing it, but I wrote all the musical scores, all the drum parts of you hear. I wrote all of those. The only difference is AI is singing it. The name of the album is called The Witch Hunt of Lenny Hughes. I'll drop a link down below, and maybe at some point I'll tell you the story of why this album was written. It is based on a true story that happened over the summer of 2024, and I'm sure one of the trolls is going to follow me here. But one day I'll tell you that story. But I just wanted to let you guys know the music is safe that I'm playing in the background. All right, so upgrades we can do now is we can only upgrade one, which is good, which is the office. So we can go from level 1 to level 2 of that. First of all, let's take a reminder of what our office looks like right now. So this is what we look like here. Got clutter everywhere. No, bad out here. And then here's our sleeping area, like it never seen a day of clean. All right, so let's go ahead and upgrade and see what it looks like when we are done. Office level 2 is going to cost us $3,000 to upgrade. We're going to get office and mechanical station cleaned up and the storage expansion. So we walk over to the storage. So go ahead and do this upgrade for $3,000. Upgrade was successful. Little Sam ain't speaking for whatever reason, says he forgot to tell us to check the workshop. He left a tool there that might come in handy for odometers. Just don't brag around town about what you're doing with it. And we will definitely go take a look at that. So now if we look at our office, it's a little cleaner. Go and look at here. This is all a little bit more picked up now. We never went in here, but this is all clear, like a disaster zone. That's a little better. Sleeping quarters is a little bit more presentable now. And then the garage area got a little bit more picked up. All right. The tool he's speaking of is this right here, which gives us the ability to roll back the odometer. Now, here at this car shop, because it's such an unethical practice, I'm sure a lot of you guys listening to this do know this, but there are indeed some car lots that will do this. And they lie to you because they will roll back the odometer so you think there's less miles there when you buy it. However, it's not true. And your engine and your car parts is just as old as they ever were. But I am going to do at least one car because I want to show some creators who is struggling with this the proper way to do it to get the maximum miles. After that, we'll probably never do it again. The amount of money that you get is not, I don't think, worth it. Plus, it's unethical, and we trying to be ethical on this channel. I know ethical ain't always fun, but we gonna try it. This is our warehouse. So we use the warehouse to fill space in our inventory. So all we gotta do is approach the shelf, and we can upload, unload whatever's in our inventory. Okay, so here's our shelf. I'm just gonna approach it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw these parts into it right now. Right now, we have 150 worth of storage, only 25 here in our inventory. So as we get used car parts, we'll throw them in here. All right, so we're up to 17,902. We've done the first upgrade. Our next thing is on the list to grow the brand and reach reputation 7. Let me show you how the rest of the upgrades is going to go. We have Office 2, which we need to have to go with any of the rest of these. Mechanical workshop we can do at level 5. And that's going to give us a car lift and the ability to replace brake, suspension, exhaust, and parts. Then from there, we'll have the body shop. Level 2 of the body shop is going to be at level 4. And we have a standalone workstation and new electrical tools. And then the car wash, level 2, we can do that also, reputation level 4. So it gives us a large touchless car wash station, waxing mode and polishing mode. And then, of course, there is the gas pump. We're not going to worry about this one yet. This is one of the most controversial pieces that I was telling you about. We can upgrade to this right now, but we're going to not do that because, 1, we don't have the production to do it. 2, we don't have the money to do it yet to do what all it needs to do. Even if we bought it, we're not going to be able to fill it with gas. And the one that we really want is level 2 because it gives us a air compressor, which is going to come in handy pretty soon. So the gas pump will be one of the last upgrades that we're going to do. And I'll explain that as we go along and why. And some creators saying you shouldn't buy it, but I'm telling you should. And then the very last thing we will upgrade to would be the underground garage. This is after we really get established, got some cars coming in, and we need to store them. So I'm thinking that our next upgrade most likely will be the body shop. And that's because we get those new electrical tools that we're going to need. And we have a standalone workstation. There'll be a workstation in the back there, which can handle rust and things of that nature. So that might be the second upgrade we do. And then the third one would definitely be the mechanical workshop at level 2 because it gives us the car lift and we can do the brake and suspension and exhaust parts, which is really going to up the prices of our vehicle. All right. So I think we're going to leave that here for today. When we come back next episode, we'll get to that reputation level 4. We buy a couple more cars to sell off, see what money we make, see if we can get that upgrade that I just discussed with you, and then move on from there. I thank you guys for tuning in today. It's always a pleasure. Please make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, share these videos if you are liking them. Hope you guys are doing well out there. I know the time in the world is not great, but I hope that you and your family is being successful and prospering. If there's anything you'd like me to pray for you for, make sure you put that in the comments too as well. All right, guys, make sure you go and check out my newest video on stage tour, Back to My Roots. If you guys know me, I got started in the rhythm game genre. That's how this channel exists. Go check out stage tour. Let me know what you guys think. Again, take care of yourself and each other. Peace, love, keep rocking out. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next episode.